Hello there. It's just gonna be a chill stream today, I'll be honest. Alright, let's plug that I'm doing a live thing. I'm gonna be really annoying about Otter now. I will not apologize. uh like I think I'm probably gonna make some of my friends jealous with the fact that I saw Otter live. I know that you. There we go. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff we can do today. There's plenty going on for me to talk about. Why is this not working? Alright. Well, let's just get right on into the actual stream, shall we? I'm gonna try and change my posture a little bit. We're not gonna be leaning forwards as much anymore. I'll try and break out of that. So yes, okay. Yes, I'm finally playing Pokemon Violet again. Ooh. I see a hunt I low-key kind of want to do. To be honest, I might do this hunt. Just to start off with. Right, okay, so first things first, there it is, it's right there. Easy to find, awesome. Yeah, let's just start off with this hunt, shall we? Hi, Mingo, enjoy the lurk. I need to set up, hold up. Before we do anything else, let me set up a lurk command. Yeah, excuse me. Hold on, I gotta learn how to do, some stuff. New command. Name. Lurk. Surely there are some, like, things. Hold on. Yeah, probably won't give me what I'm looking for. No. Night bot command. What's the word I'm looking for? Help, I guess. Okay, that's not gonna help. I really don't want to use stream elements for this. But my brain is small. I don't know the word I'm looking for. That's the issue. There's like a thing like for stream elements you can type in like I think it's open bracket user close bracket or I don't know, and it, like for example if I were to do like exclamation point lurk, it would say as an example Master Mangoes is lurking now, thanks for vibing something. You can have it say that. I just don't know what the markdown, that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. No, maybe it's not marked down. No, this might actually help me. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna check this out. Custom. We're gonna make a. Do I have a lurk command already? I don't. Okay. Lurk. And we're gonna have that on a cooldown 5 seconds. Okay, we're gonna test this out now. Hey, it works! Yay! I am smart. Also, I said I don't want to use stream it. I mean, I'm thinking stream nabs. I'm a little stupid, but hey, stream nabs. Stream nabs is fine. It's relatively okay. I got alert command going. Yay! Okay, so this is really based on how Outbreak is at. This isn't too terribly bad, so I think we'll go for it. They are apparently aggressive. I think I'm trying base down here, so I can just check and see what the triangle looks like. Right, so I think the plan with this Great Sound Outbreak is probably gonna be... we're gonna mark hunt it, because I want to get a marked base here with one of the snowy marks. I think that'd be very unlikely to have. I definitely feel like I have like no energy right now. Like no energy to exert battles. There's a shiny Glaceon right there. That's actually rather distinguishable for me. Yeah, that blue is a lot more standoutish. I forget just how bulky Glaceon actually is. Like, I know that's not a stab move I'm using there, but... Like, that's level 100 Circle Edge there. But has maxed out attack, so... I should buy some more dive balls. Hey, there's the catch. Ooh. Oh, we know it doesn't have a mark. Oh, it's a bold nature too. I think that's actually really good for it. That's a very good nature Glaceon. Hold on a moment. Where'd it go? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Is that it? Yes. Yeah, that's a fantastic nature for Glaceon, actually. Hold on. Phone. Let's check out the IVs on it really quick. Okay. I mean, a decent attack is not bad on an attack lowering nature for Glaceon. You could probably work. Let's see if we can figure out what that attack IV is. I need to look at the numbers. 54 is not high. Yeah. Excuse me. It's level 41. Okay, that's an attack of 17, so that's actually... it's anywhere from 15 to 19. Not fantastic. I think you actually want good for like a lower amount. If I recall correctly, I think actually, I'm in a server that has some good sandwich lists. Maybe not. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Nice cloth stick and salty or spicy sour. I see. That's why salty is. Okay, well. I might have to move around a little bit here. It's ice, salty and spicy or sour. Got it. Is there only one outbreak that only one sour to be working with for this? I'm not too concerned about using up, like being specific with what herb I use. Also, shiny Wochian events, so we can also grind out some herbs if people want to do Wochian. Okay, that many nucleus on enough in the outbreak. Beautiful. Let's save. Pop open a picnic. Okay. So one cloth stick. Salty, spicy. I think it was spicy. Let me double check that. Yeah, spicy or sour. Got it. Hey, we got what we're looking for, baby. Let's find some shiny ice types. Hopefully Glaceon. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. My brain... Stop braining there for a moment. We're not knocking up Glaceon now. Let me just grab this Glaceon so I can check it out. Okay, it's a lot more contrasty. I can actually just run back here, back and forth. Respawn them, respawn them. Oh, I think a sandwich actually is a better idea. There we go. Now, ideally, I do get a snowy mark, but that requires the game to let it snow. A shiny Cupchew. New mark though. I've seen some of your shiny Cupchew. I'm just kind of like, okay. I would love a blizzard mark, Glaceon. I think I'll try this like maybe twice, like 2 sandwiches. I kind of have a picnic up here. Ooh. And it stopped snowing. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, it's Friday today. Tomorrow, I'm doing Bochian raids with people. Off stream. I'm doing one with I'm doing at least 1 raid each, or at most 1 raid each. With I think Ian and both of my sisters. I doubt I'll be able to get all 3 together at once. I can probably get both my sisters together at the same time, but it's gonna be rather difficult getting Ian on board as well. Well, no, I can probably get him on board for like, it won't take too long to do at all. Get him a little kitty dirge. Someone, I think it's Solar Scythers doing this doing a lot of events with the Wochian raid. Or bring your wackiest idea to take it down. I might try and compete for that. See what wacky Pokemon I can use to beat Fortune. I saw someone use a Monferno, and I think that's pretty wacky. Like, the thing about Wochian is that it doesn't hit especially hard. Like, yeah, turn 1 use Ruination on random Pokemon, so you just hope it's not you. I mean, I do kind of have an idea. Um, Part of the issue with Rochian is its ability. I'm just unsure if we can actually do anything about it. That's something to check out. I literally could just research that right now. See if you can just like get rid of its ability one way or another. Whether it be Gash or Acid. That's a shiny Sneasel. That mark, but I've seen some shiny Sneasels. It's honestly like the only Pokemon. If I see a shiny Pokemon with a mark, I'm happy at this point. Like hunting around here. Although I would take a shiny Snob now that I think about it. They don't have a shiny Snob yet, I don't think. Or maybe there's a Snob outbreak event at one point with increased shiny odds. Oh yeah, let's actually look into that right now, why don't we? We're gonna check out, let's see Worry Seed. Let's see. Okay, so you actually can change the ability of... Okay, what about skill swap? Let's see. Wonder Guard, multi-type illusion, stance change, schooling, comatose, shield design, disguise, arcade system, battle bond, power construct, ice face, sculpt missile, neutralizing gas, as 1-0 to hero commander, photosynthesis, quirk drive, Orical compulse, Hadron engine, or poison puppeteer. All fell with skill swap. So you can use another Pokemon of Ruin, which is neat. Okay, so now let's check out what Pokemon get skill swap. What wacky ability can we put onto the Rochian? Unaware would be a bad idea, I feel. As we're competitive. Okay, hold on. There's a funky thing. Okay, there's an idea. What if I go down a little bit? Yeah, there's not much of a power boost there, aside from special attack. And speed, I guess. What if we just do... Wait, do you also get toxic? You don't get toxic. Okay. Oh, you do get toxic. It's a team again. Okay, okay. I think we have an idea there. Except the thing is, once the shield goes up, we're gonna want some way to poison it again. And once we poison it, we can't toxic it. So maybe not. I'm trying to see what Pokemon get skill swap that have interesting abilities. Okay, Sableye is looking interesting with Stall. Always attacks last. That's interesting. But do we have any way of actually dealing damage to it? I don't think so, because it's not particularly strong. And Falpy is not going to do too much to Wochian. It doesn't has a high attack stat. Nah, it's decent. It's 85. So, but that's still not super great. I don't think we use... Because it's also not super effective. We could do Terrifier Sableye with Fire Punch, but I don't think that's a good idea. There's a funky Pokemon. Do we have any way of actually dealing damage to it though? Good damage, not really. Okay, no time echo. That would have been fun though. It's ideally if we use something with Skill Swap, we give a negative ability, but there aren't that many negative abilities, and usually it's only like more gimmicky Pokemon. So if anything, what I might do is I might just my green is fun though. I just go for a neutral ability, one that doesn't do anything for it. Like Protean, for example. Meowscarada with Protean. And I think Meowscarada does actually get some good... It does actually get a move that would work for this. U-turns... I guess something. Acrobatics wouldn't be a bad idea. But also wouldn't be a good idea. I think the idea would be we'd turn 1, use super effective move with Protean, change the type of Meowscarada. And then we skill swap. And Protean does nothing for... It gets Pollen Puff, that's interesting. Ooh, triple axle's fun. I like I want to do triple axle Meowscarada just for the fun of it. Iron Valiant gets Skull Swap. Can't, and you can use it, but it doesn't do anything because you can't Skull Swap Port Drive off of it. Ooh. Hold on. Subsper for Regiroth is neat. It prevents Giga Drain from actually working on it. Boosts its what, attack by 1 stage? Not too bad, actually. That means that Girafarig gets Sapsipper as well, so we might use Girafarig. Okay, we're working with something here. I think it also gets Signal Beam, doesn't it? Yeah, Signal Beam no longer exists. I really wish we had Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo would be fun. But oh wait, no, I am thinking of no, okay. So Pumpkaboo would be fun because it gets Trick or Treat, which adds the ghost typing to a Pokemon. Trevenant gets Forced Curse, which adds grass typing. So you could Force Curse a Pokemon next turn, Terrasilize, and just you get Stab and Terra boosted grass type moves, which is not a bad idea. But grass isn't that great. Trick or Treat I think would be better in general because you're turning yourself into a ghost type. Alright, How about we start off with triple axle Masquerada? We're gonna finish with the shiny hunts. I guess a sandwich, and then I'm gonna move on to working on a triple axle Terra Ice Masquerada Gambit. Yeah. Because we're skill swapping the ability off of Wu Qian, that neutralizes the ability from it, so we actually do get the boost to attack. Actually, let me double check and make sure that's actually how that works. What's it called? It's called Tablets of Ruin. Well, I guess we're gonna see how that works out, so, yeah. I think honestly, shiny hunting on this Switch 2 is a little bit more difficult if you're using sandwiches. If you're going for a specific Pokemon, that is. I think, well, it depends on what the Pokemon is. In this case, because I'm doing a Glaceon outbreak, I think that this is a rather difficult outbreak. Probably partially due to the fact that I'm on a weird, like this isn't exactly the best spot. But also maybe I just haven't learned the tech yet. For like getting the Pokemon to spawn. Although this would be a good time. It seems like if I just want like a snowy mark based on this, it wouldn't be too terribly difficult. I just have to like sit down and very much commit. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like committing all that much right now. Also, I think this upcoming week, I do want to get started on playing a game and beating it. It's a game that I haven't played in like well over a decade, not since I was in middle school. And so I want to play it, see if it still holds up to this day. I imagine some bits are not because, holy shit, is it old? It came out in 2008, I believe. But I don't think I played it until I was like in what was it, 8th grade, 7th grade? Yeah, I think it was like 8th grade when I first played it. Also, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream today. There's not really a whole lot I want to do, I don't think. Like, yeah, there are the road chain raids I want to do. Get some more herbs. Yo, what's up, Moondrop? How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Doing good. You have to hit armors for some reason. Like in general, or for like a challenge run or something? Like a Nuzlocke. In general, I currently have 3 shiny Rayquazas. Granted, one of them I'm giving to my older sister, so. But one's going into the living shiny dex, and the other one I'm keeping around because, well, it's a shiny Rayquaza. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Oh my god. Oh, it's a video snap. Okay, I'll check it out later. Oh yeah, Moondrop if he wants. We can do a Wo-Chien raid here in a bit. Once the timer turns out in 5 minutes. Which means probably after the break. There's a funny Pokemon I want to try running. Doing Radical Red? Ah, so you're not interested in doing the road chain raid right now. I think what I might do tomorrow, if I can get plenty of people interested in it, is I might run a bunch of road chain raids. And yes, I'm gonna be low-key flexing with the Miasparada I wound up using. I think I have a shiny Litten just lying about from Pokemon Go. Also, I did know that once I had started on Twitch, that would be over, so. We found another shiny. It's not marked though. Also, it's not snowing. So even if it was marked, it wouldn't have marked I'm looking for. One of the two marks I'm looking for. Yeah, I just need to trust my instincts with the Greystone. Like, I can tell when it's shiny. My team is Spring Electivire as a starter, Aftermath Typhlosion, Water Absorb Pupitars, Speed Boost Latios, Speed Boost Magnezone, and Inner Focus Breloom. Speed Boost Magnezone sounds funky and not the best, but not the worst. I mean, I guess with its bulk, especially its physical bulk, you might can get away with 2 turns of speed boosting it. Making it pretty fast. Prince Electivire sounds like an option. What Absorb Pupitar, however, sounds fantastic. Super Latios is also really good, and Ender Focus Podium's alright. By the way, 3 of your next fire's moves are Oblivion Wing, Strength Sap, and Stealth Rocks. Then that's moves Thunder Punch. Well, I guess with Strength Sap and Stealth Rocks, Prankster does make sense on it. But that's not really the role that Electivire is supposed to be fulfilling there. It's supposed to be a decently fast Physical attacker. Or I guess mixed attacker. You can run physical or special. I think it wants me a little bit more towards physical. Especially with its move pool. It's running mods with moves and abilities. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. It's a randomizer then. I see. I mean, an Activier can have 2 different abilities, I believe. Outside of its own abilities, so I don't know. I'm honestly not too familiar with Radical Red. Latios has an insane moveset. I'd hope so with it being a Latios. Latios kind of wants to have insane movesets. Especially on the special side. I did not notice that there was an outbreak going on. Alright. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and start building the thing. As Diamond Storm, Dragon Pulse, High Shock, and Shadow Ball. That's a really good moveset. Especially with a speed boost on it. Give that baby a Soul Dew, and ooh, it's devastating. Alright. Let's check and see if I do indeed have a Chinese Sprigatito just lying about in Pokemon Go. I did do the community day, so I should have one somewhere. I just don't know where it'd be. Doesn't look like I have one here. Okay. I thought you said that the ability on Nautilus was speed boost. You did. But competitive is even better on it. Alright, let's see if we can transfer a Sprigatito to Pokemon Home. Actually, I might spend the next little bit organizing my home boxes once I transfer this Sprigatito over. Actually, before I transfer one over, let me check and see if I don't have a 4th shiny Sprigatito already on here. Let's see. Search. S-P-R-I-E. Sprigatito. I must have evolved it. Okay. Yeah, actually I have a shiny Florigado and Meowscarada. Okay, so I do need to transfer another shiny Sprigatito. Let's see if I have the energy to do that, because I think I used some of that. Oh, I used it the other day, so I should have enough energy to transfer at least one shiny Pokemon. So, let's see about that. Settings, connected devices and services, Pokemon Home, and Pokemon. Yeah, looks like I have enough to at least transfer one Sprigatito. Oh, hold on. Before I actually do that, let me double check, make sure I don't have a shiny Meowscarada. That's number one Meowscarada. And I guess just be extra safe. We're gonna do Ferrigado as well. Okay, no shiny. So we're gonna transfer one from Pokemon Home. Or from Pokemon Go. Alright. That means Pokemon Go home and Pokemon Home going. The first things first, we're gonna turn off the music. There we go. Okay. Let's just go ahead and bring that on over. There we go. Funny little weed cap. Okay. First things first, let's grab that Sprigatito and bring it over here. Let's find a nice empty box so we can start moving Pokemon around. Let's move. Move these guys right here for the time being, so we have access to two boxes. Okay. So we're gonna start moving Pokemon around. I think, yeah, this is the last box. Okay. Oh wait, that actually goes there. Oh, my champ isn't in this game. Okay, got it. And part of this is figuring out which Pokemon. Oh my god. Slow me up. Okay, this is Gen 2. Wait, am I really just missing one Pokemon for this box? That's a shiny Galarian Corsola. That might be a shiny hunt I wind up doing soon. Okay, no, this box is almost entirely Go Pokemon. Okay. There are two Pokemon that can't be transferred. Okay. God, what a mess. Okay, I need to actually look for the can't do this sign. Everything can go right there, but it can't be put into this game, so we're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. That Meowth doesn't belong there. I don't think. Oh wait, no, maybe it does. Never mind. Yeah, no, it totally does. Okay. Gonna start moving Pokemon around into the proper boxes here in just a moment. Oh, of course, okay. Okay, let's start organizing here. Find all the level 1s, put them up here. You're gonna, I might have level 1 Pokemon here. Okay. Organize these by generation. My brain refuses to brain tonight. Bup, bup. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go in reverse order here. Let's do Gougy. Sylveon. Oh, there it is. Oh, I do have a level 1 Sylveon, okay. That's fine then. Pyroar. Meowstic. Autumn Flame. Legendary. Zoroark. Where is Swanna? There it is. Zipstrika. Oh, I already got that. Monferno's next. Gen 3. Walnut. Figure. There we go. You're already done with the level 1 Pokemon that I can put on to Violet. I do already have a level 1 Gyarados, so that's for competitive reasons. Got it. If I ever want to run a level 1 Gyarados for some silly little reason. Alright, I have a level 1 Hunter and Gengar, so we're gonna do Hunter and Gengar and Gyarados the same there. Okay, I already have a Gloom and Vileplume, so there's that. A level 1 Clefable I don't have yet. Victory Bell. I do have its Weeping Bell I don't have. It also fulfills the Weeping Bell slot in my Living Dex. Venusaur. I surprisingly didn't have. Well, okay then. Oh, Jigglypuff. Already have and Wigglytuff. Okay, so. Do I have a level 1 Blossom? I don't. I need to evolve that. Okay. Oh, but do I have a level 1 Magmortar? I think I have a level 1 Magmar. Yeah, but do I have a level 1 Magmortar? I don't. Okay. That also needs to be evolved. Got it. Okay, so these 6 get put into somewhere. Here for now. I need to organize my boxes in general, it seems. Then everything else gets released. Okay, then the rest of these are like big or tiny Pokemon, basically. So these just kind of stay and I guess get marked. Except for the Zacian. These 2 shiny Zacian. I should have a shiny Zamazenta? Oh, it's not an go. Can't get that until next week now. Okay. Yeah, these are not for me. These are for my brother in XL, so. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna go into Pokemon Shield now, so that we can finish cleaning up the boxes. Yeah. Okay, let's find a nice empty box. This works right here because we don't have a whole lot. A whole lot left. I think some of these Go Shinies I do actually want to switch out for non-Go Shinies. I have one Abra for some reason. Don't know why I have that. Oh, that Carapace just goes into the living dex, I guess. Yeah, I wish we'd looked at getting the other Regis as level 1. Okay, I think the Carablast does actually go in there though, so let's see what number Carablast is. Have a ping. Need to go down a generation. Unova. Let's see. Here we go. Kerblast goes after Emolga. Hopefully I have a shiny Emolga. I do! How about that? Okay, any other shinies that need to go in here? Nope. Okay, cool. Easy. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put the level 1 Pokemon first. I'm not gonna bother with that Abra, because you can just get level 1 Abra, no problem. And the rest of these are probably like huge or something, huge or tiny. Okay. We're gonna put them in Dex order as per usual. Just make it easier for me to organize. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're starting with Gen 5. Okay, BPM. Nillites. Earthorn. The level 1 charm is massive. Fatal. Loudred. Champ. Alakazam. I already have a level 1 Nidorino and Nidoking. Cool. We're just gonna keep that then. And then reduce the rest of these. Okay, cool. Got that all organized. Okay. Yeah. Right, we're gonna train a Litten. Let's see. I think we definitely want to max out attack. Normally I would max out speed, but seeing as this is for raids, I might just max out. I might just go max defenses. I might do yeah, the mixed defense route. Yeah. 250. Nope, that's a health feather. 2. 120. 8. 60. 4. 60. more, and then just for the funny of it, 2 more in HP. Okay. There are the EVs. No home claws, no magical leaf. A no. Sea bomb's a no. U-turn, yeah, sure. Receive a no. Flash is a no. Energy ball's a no. Hey, rough, yeah, sure. Our trick's a yes, we need that. And then we also teach a triple axle. Assuming I have a TM for it. I have so many TMs, I have teams for days! Ah! There it is. Gonna give that baby a shell bell. And we change its nature to adamant, I guess. Alright. Let's take on the slug. The sluggy guy. Let's connect online. Gonna change my Pokemon. Just gonna let anyone join, I guess. People want to pop in and do some of these. Oh, I got someone immediately. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot a key factor about this. I need Skull Swap. Wait, I thought I could get Skull Swap. Oh, there it is. Get rid of Payroll for now. Let's return to ability on this. It's part of the strategy is changing the ability to Protean, changing our type to Ice. We need to nickname this Meowscarada. Presto, why not? Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna let anyone join. Oh, we got a full party, it seems. Oh, I should have used. It's fine. I'm going with a bunch of other people who know what they're doing, it seems. I'm the only one flexing here. Someone's on a regular switch. That's going out on me. Unfortunate. That's okay. That's not okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a heal cheer this turn. Yeah, my charger got ruined a little bit the moment that it put up its shield. So I think that this strategy works better as a solo strat. Okay. Now let's put the strategy actually to use now. I turn myself into an ice type. Oh my gosh, let me do the thing! And then we stealth drop. Okay, I'm gonna try that again as a solo run. Because it's whack that I didn't get to do my strategy because everyone else was doing something else, something that was actually viable. I also need to change my Terra type to Ice for this to work out as I wanted to. All right. We're gonna change the day. I messed it up, but it still worked. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna try this as a solo strat. Because it should work out better that way. Okay, it's immediately going to use Ruination on someone. Hopefully not me. Good. Cool. Yeah, it's 3 triple axles, which means I can Terra Ice now. And actually deal some damage to this. Okay, yeah, no, this is a good strategy. It's a good solo strat. So 2 of the 3 starters at the very least are very good for this. Although I do run into the risk of triple axle hitting once. Which does nothing for me in terms of damage. There goes the shield. Yeah, 2 more turns and we have this. Cool. This is a fun little strategy. Gardevoirs are spamming life cubes, it's fine. Hey, hold on. And please get the right text box. There we go. And there you go, a very interesting little strategy right there. Scale swap Protean. You use triple axle, scale swap Protean onto the Mochin, and then you just spam triple axle. Just a funny little strategy if anyone wants to use it. I think that will definitely be grinding out Mochi and raids one day. Maybe I'll do that Saturday and I'll just poke at people and be like, and just the other day be like, hey, let's do a raid. I'll probably poke at my brother. I'll probably poke at all my siblings tomorrow, but like, hey, we should do the raid. Just once to guarantee that we get the Mochi in when everyone does it. I can see Tingaloo being a bit of an issue. Ocarina, maybe not. I think for Tingaloo, I might do a similar thing to what I did for Hans. I might just do that for all of them. So just try to just skull swap. Now they really need it for I mean, honestly, you probably don't need it for any of them. Like even for solo, just it's a funny little strategy. And now, if you're gonna be teaming up with other people, I'll just run Skydirge and Torch Song. But we have ads starting in just a moment here, so I'm gonna actually gonna take a break this time. Maybe at that time I'll figure out what I want to do after the break. Because I currently do not know. Actually, I'm going to get started on it a little bit early, so I will be back shortly. Alright, and we are back. So let's see. I didn't figure out what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can figure. Let's see if we can come up with another city doll strat for this. What if we go competitive? So if it lowers our special attack, we just boost it instead. Are there any fun Pokemon who get competitive who can make use of that strategy? Kiddo Watchwell is interesting. Hold on a moment here. Although, what's a special attack stat? Hold on a moment. 105. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a special attacker. We do want to be hitting it specially with a move. It does get Air Slash. But I don't think that's going to be a good play because it doesn't really have much of a way of boosting its own special attack stat. I don't think it gets Charge Beam, does it? Oh, it does. But even then, like spamming it, like that's still not a great strat. Because like with Skeledirge, what makes it so great is Torch Song boosts its own special attack stat. With Kiddo Watchwell, you're just hitting it specially to start off with and hoping you get snarled. And it could just simply not. It could just simply choose not to snarl. So maybe not. Oh, what about neutralizing gas? Okay, so it's sim set both of them. I think we're gonna run into a very similar problem here. Also, it's not gonna hit very hard, especially speaking. I mean, okay. I saw someone take it down with a Monferno. Not an Infernape, a Monferno. Let's see what we're looking at here. 7-8 for both attack and special attack. Never be so for real. I have no clue how they did it. Did they just nasty plot? Did they just nasty plot a bunch and just hit it with flamethrower or something? I guess let's see what gets nasty plot then. I mean, it could go Slow King and just be at a disadvantage. Getting hit with Giga Drain, which we can tank. Snarl also isn't that great for us. What does Curious Medicine do? Nothing all that interesting. I mean, we could just go Giraffe Rig and Nasty Plot, but I think it's gonna be spamming Snarl instead of hitting us with Giga Drain. That's my guess there. Would Toxicroak be a bad idea? And give it. I guess we give it poison touch so we can poison it. Chance to poison it. Spam poison jab, even further chance of poisoning it. That's 30 PP. Not a bad idea. We wouldn't nasty plot. We sword sense instead. What's your attack? It's special attack set? 86. You could go either sludge bomb or but I think at that point you're just sword stance, and no. I mean, you could do that, but that's not a super interesting strategy now, is it? I think we need like a weird move. I don't think it's a Pokemon itself we're looking for. I think it's a move that we're looking for. No, using Pitch Roll would actually be funny. Just take it down with its leader. I mean, definitely wouldn't be using its signature move, Malignant Chain. Because that's only 5 PP. I guess he'd probably be using a Sludge Bomb. But again, there's nothing particularly interesting on Pecharunt either. Like, it's literally just, I guess, Nasty Plot. You Nasty Plot 3 times and you just spam Sludge Bomb. That's not particularly interesting. Also, that's a very interesting stat distribution. 88 across the board except for defense, which is 160. It's definitely a very defensive Pokemon. That's for sure. They run a physical special because it's 88 across the board. But yeah, no, I don't think Nasty Plot's a play. Neutralizing gas is interesting. That's probably better for like support rather than solo. But at that point, with neutralizing gas, you also don't get anyone else's abilities, so double-edged sword. I don't know. I just do not know. Also, I did change my outbreak, so let's see what outbreaks we have now. Okay, I just want to do this just for funny. Like, do I need another shiny Magikarp? No. Do I think it's funny to try and get one? Yeah. Okay, I went to the been on a Discord server. I think it's getting closer when a streamer is gonna go live. So, another thing I've been doing lately, past few days, I've been joining in on Dark Crimson streams. Dark Crimson over on Twitch. Because for the past few days he's been helping out his community with getting every form of Vivian, so I'm doing that, and I'm gonna continue that tonight. Like, this is my prime opportunity to get every form of Vivian. I've already missed out on one form that he has done, but I'm not too concerned about that, because if anything I can probably just add him on go and just... Because I think it's his native postcard, so... It's like, hey, can I add you so I can do this hunt myself at some point? I missed it last night because I was at the auto concert! Which I think is more worthwhile. Alright, this might be a hot take. But I'm starting to think that maybe the Switch 2 is not super great for outbreak hunts. Maybe it's the majority of them, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe I just need to get good. Okay, I love it. Yo, what's up, Joe? How's it going? It has indeed been a minute, hasn't it? I was just talking about how I've been doing Vivian hunts with another streamer. I've not been streaming that myself. I've been just joining along with his stream. I've been trying to help out as much as I can. How's the Switch 2 treating you? It's treating me pretty well. Pokemon's very smooth on it. I love how Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are playing on it. And how have you been, by the way? Was I supposed to go to a convention this summer, or did it already happen? It wasn't a convention. The only convention that's nearby in the summer that I would go to is MomoCon, and that was like back like Memorial Day weekend of May. I didn't go to MomoCon this year, but I did last night go to a concert. And it was a fantastic concert. Like, if you want a good concert to go to and you ever get the chance to, definitely go see Ado live. That's A-D-O, Ado. She is fantastic. Like, I only discovered her like a few months ago. But like I instantly fell in love with her music. Pretty big turnout for the concert. Yeah, surprisingly it wasn't like it sold out. Although it felt like it was, to be honest. Like it was a pretty packed arena. The annoying thing is a couple of people actually stole the seat that for myself, my friend. I bought 2 tickets, one for myself, one for our friend. And we went to go get our seats, and someone the 2 people were already sitting in our seats. So that caused a bit of an issue for not just us, but also other people, because we wound up having to steal other people's seats twice. Nah. I couldn't even see exactly who took our seats, but it wound up working out in the end. The only downside is I did get to miss out on like a decent chunk of one of my favorite songs from Otto. Like my friend and I were disturbed during Mirror, and that's like one of my favorite songs from her. But we got everything resolved. Have I been back to Sophie? No, I've not. I've not been back to Sophie. I don't know why, but streaming Sophie just like has not been clicking for me. Like, I think I've tried on 3 separate occasions now to live stream Sophie. I just have not been able to. And I think the same is going to happen with me and Xenoblade Chronicles. Because I've already tried twice streaming that. I guess that's probably the reason why I feel like most JRPGs just don't do well for me in streaming, because I just wind up not finishing them. Big weekend plans? Not really. I'm pretty much just gonna chill this weekend, just make sure that I don't come down with anything from going to the concert last night. I feel fine right now, but I just want to be safe. So I'm gonna try and hang out with some friends on Monday, because I think that this is gonna be the last week that they're gonna have before their college classes start back up. So I would love to hang out with him tomorrow, but again, I just want to be safe this weekend. How's Ian been? He's been pretty well, I think. He's a little bit annoyed that his work is scheduling him for closing shifts. So he's been doing morning streams lately. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he's still keeping to a schedule, and like Yakuza's definitely on that schedule. But I'm usually not awake early enough to stream with them in the mornings, and also like I think most of my viewers tend to prefer my evening streams. So I don't know, I might get back to doing 2 streams 3 days a week. 2 streams a day for 3 days a week. But that does require me to wake up early enough in the morning and also have something I want to stream both times. Because I don't want to stream the same thing twice in one day. I don't know why I don't want to do that, but I just don't want to do that. But also, like, I do want to do more things with other streamers. Christian, but as your bedroom, like in the attic or something, everything looks elevated. Yeah, my room is the entire 3rd floor. So like that wall in the back does slant towards the ceiling, which has been a nightmare for trying to decorate my room. Oh wait, hold on, there's a shiny Magikarp right there. Ooh, that's a mark! Please be a fun mark. Ah, shit, where'd it go? There it is, I think. Nope, that's not it. Ah, it's an uncommon mark, okay. Alright, I need to organize my boxes again. Well, I kind of trying to Magikarp, so that's all I wanted to do with that outbreak. You know, let's do a pet level outbreak, shall we? So far, I found 1 shiny from each outbreak I've done today. I did a Glaceon outbreak earlier, caught a shiny with that, and I found 3 other shinies. I found another shiny Glaceon that didn't have a mark. The first one I caught didn't have a mark, but it was before I used a sandwich, so. And also during that, I also found a shiny Sneasel and a shiny Cupchew. Do you like Pokemon cards at all? I would love to. I would absolutely love to, but there are 2 issues with that. One, I don't exactly have a steady source of funds to support collecting Pokemon cards, and 2, I can never. For the last 3 or 4 sets, I've not been able to find a single pack at all. So like yeah, no, it's just been impossible to collect Pokemon cards in general. Cause like first we had I think it was Prismatic Evolution, which featured all the evolutions. And so because of that, the Umbreon Cabal stepped in and snatched up all the packs, everything concerning that. Then you had Destined Rivals and those two sets right there that just scalpers snatched that up because I had fan favorite characters, so they're like, ooh, money! Or gambling for money. And then I think there's another set that just came out that again got snatched up. Because we're at the point where people who play Generation 5 have money. And the new set's about Gen 5. Oh, it really has. Like, honestly, the resale market has been a massive detriment to trading card games. Like, it's even affecting Magic the Gathering to an extent. I had a conversation with some friends about this yesterday, and they were like, yeah, no, just... The only way to get into a trading card game nowadays is if there's a digital version of it that you can just play for free. Because, like, the resale market is atrocious. Like, Pokemon, okay, if you want to play the Pokemon trading card game, you can actually play it physically. Because all the cards have lower rarity value, versions. Like, all the cards that have the massive resale value, those are like the highest rarity of those cards. But there's like much more common versions you can get. So you can just build a deck for relatively cheap. I think like $20-$30 you can build a decent deck. But if you want to go max rarity, that's where you're breaking the bank. I'm not too sure about Magic. I think for Magic, it's... Part of the issue there is just, it's owned by Hasbro now. So Hasbro's doing a lot of stupid shit, apparently. This is just like from my friends. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Has its own issues. You have big cards that are like either staples or just the powerful archetype that have like one card that's the highest rarity that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has at the moment. Or like the second highest rarity. It just winds up going for like $60 a pop. Then you have Lorcana, which is Disney, and that does well because it's Disney. But also it's Disney, so you shouldn't play it, because fuck Disney. Yes, Pokemon has expanded successfully outside of the cards. And to be fair, like, Magic the Gathering is just doing a lot of collaborations with other media at this point. Like, yes, it has its own lore, but it's also, like, there are two sets coming up. One of them is Spider-Man, one of them is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Also, I thought that people would just snatch up all the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards, but no, like, I actually found like a decent amount of stock of that. Maybe Hasbro or Wizards or both just have like a better handle on that. You're causing some plans for a show or a movie about Magic the Gathering. Honestly, I think that would do numbers. You just gotta have like writers who actually care, and it being picked up by a platform that cares to actually have the show on it. But so here's my hot take. Media right now is a nightmare to get into. Like, trying to enjoy any form of like creative, like any show is a nightmare to get into right now. The transition from video game to movie is absolutely terrible. It can be for sure. Some movies have done it pretty well. Sonic the Hedgehog actually did a pretty good job of going from video game to movie. Oh, I thought that was a shiny because it looked like it stood out a lot more. In fact, Sonic the Hedgehog did so well, it has 2 sequels. That did pretty well. I swear there was another movie recently that's not the Minecraft movie that did pretty well. I just don't remember what it was. Maybe I'm thinking of the Mario movie. My only problem with the Mario movie is that like it doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. Like it's just a fun and a romp, but there's not like any deep meaning or yeah, it's just it's just there, I guess, in terms of story. I think Nintendo is probably going to do better with the movie industry than most other video game companies. Very surprised because Kazooie hasn't had anything, but yes, Sonic was good. But point is, the directors have to cater to the money, not necessarily the fans. Depends on who the director is and how much the owners of the IP have a say. Because again, with the Mario movie, like Nintendo had a pretty big say in that, and that did pretty well. It was a very safe movie, don't get me wrong, but it did pretty well. I don't know how much of a hand Sega had in making the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I do know that the very funny thing though is that Sega actually wound up getting sued by the lead singer of Crush 40. Because apparently they had not renewed the license to Open Your Heart or Live and Learn for the other games that it showed up in, aside from the original games. And the only reason why he found out about this is because the people who made the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 actually wound up doing the proper legal processes to get that to use Live and Learn in Sonic 3. We make a great movie. Here's my take on video game movies. I think if your game already has a very solid story from start to finish, you shouldn't bother making a movie. Just play the games. What's the point of making a movie aside from like having it be accessible to a wider audience? Now, I do think that franchises that can have a lot of fun with story writing for movies should have movies that don't retell the same story that you're playing in the games. Honestly, I'd be fine if there was never a Mario movie. Although, no, okay, so hold on. Personally, I don't watch movies, so I'm fine if, like, yeah. But, I think the Mario movie actually does kind of lend itself a little bit better to the whole idea of what I'm talking about. Because the Mario movie actually didn't follow the story of any of the games, aside from the general premise of, oh, rescue the princess. Like, the premise of Mario games is very simple. It's always just to rescue the princess. And how you get from point A to point B, like, it doesn't really matter too much, as long as you get there. So Mario actually lends itself a little bit better to that. Same for Zelda. Zelda is also going to be a pretty solid movie. The issue I'm going to have with the Zelda movie, I feel, is going to be there is so much potential for it to tell a phenomenal story of just rescue the princess or rescue the land of Hyrule. Zelda games actually lend more to save the land rather than just save the princess. It just so happens that saving the princess winds up being part of saving the land. But I think that you can actually... I think you could probably write a good Zelda movie that doesn't revolve around saving Zelda, or doesn't even require you to save Zelda at all. I think like if Nintendo were to go that route, like still have it be save the land but not save the princess, they could probably make a really good movie. What about something like Xenoblade? JRPGs make for terrible, especially long-winded JRPGs, make for terrible movie adaptations. Because they're truncating a you're going from like an 80-hour game, and yes, I do know a lot of that's fluff of just like battling and wandering around and all that. But like the stories do tend to be more rich and go on for longer than most other games. And keep in mind, I've also not finished a Xenoblade aside from X, which is so I'm probably gonna have a gross take on this. Xenoblade probably lends itself better not to movies but to a TV series adaptation with an overarching story. Like even just one season of an anime, 12 episodes, goes longer than how long Nintendo would go for a movie. Because I can see Nintendo sticking to an hour and a half for a movie. Whereas with an anime, you get 3 hours, double the length of a movie. Okay, yes, this one's shiny. No question about it. Yeah, I do think that part of the reason why video games into movies tends to fail is maybe some of the games that are well, one, it's directors. It's directors not knowing what the fuck they're doing with the actual thing. What's on the menu tonight? I do not know. I'm just kind of vibing, to be honest. I do have a low-key goal of getting a shiny Pitlow with a fun mark. This one doesn't have a mark. But honestly, I'm just vibing because I'm a little bit low energy from last night. For one, I was out much later than I'm normally out. Like, I didn't get back home until 1 in the morning. Didn't use my voice. Does it sound like I lost my voice? No, I didn't use my voice. Nor did I lose any hearing, it seems. Which that bit's surprising. I wasn't wearing the earplugs. I'm just kind of tired because I was out late. I've been talking extra loud. No, I just... my voice actually goes through... if I'm leaning close to a person, people can hear me. But like, I also didn't like talk a whole lot during the concert because it's loud. And I don't want to raise my voice. So, yep, still have my voice. But no, I'm just like kind of like lacking in energy because I was, mainly just because I was out late. Like, the concert didn't get finished until like 10, and I didn't get home until like 1 in the morning. And I was hungry when I got home, so I made some ramen. I'm actually kind of tempted to move. I should look at, I should try and find a trend of where concerts typically are. And try to move close to one of those locations. Like, I'd say maybe half an hour away from one of those cities. Living half an hour away from LA would be wild. Chicago, I think, would be a little bit too unsafe for me. Like, I have friends who have lived around Chicago, and they say no, you shouldn't. I want to get out of the South, so Atlanta's kind of out of the question. I've also been told that I wouldn't like New York, so... yeah, I know. Seattle might be the play. I think a lot of people typically, a lot of concerts typically go to Seattle. I'm also a little bit upset I didn't get to see Baby Metal live. They played relatively nearby like a couple of weeks ago. And I can actually talk about a little bit more about why I didn't go to the Baby Metal concert. The price of the tickets for that concert wound up being about the same price as what I would contribute to getting Venus a Switch 2. Like, a bunch of us chipped in to get Venus a Switch 2 just because of, well, they weren't able to get one on launch, so we were like, let's get them one. I'm like, okay, I can forego going to the Baby Metal concert, partially because I'm also going to Otto. And don't get me wrong, both Baby Metal and Otto are big artists. They're pretty massive. I don't know. Let's see where else Baby Metal is going right now. Oh, apparently it's a North America tour. Oh, it looks like they were just in the US a little bit ago. It looks like they're back in... Hold on. Yeah, it looks like they were just in the US and they just left. Okay. Yeah, 2 days ago was literally the last one in the US. Okay. Yeah, they were in Atlanta. Like, okay, it was apparently last month. I see. So if / when Baby Metal comes back to the US, I'm gonna check them out. I want to go to a Baby Metal concert. Baby Metal would be hype. Creepy Nuts would be hype. Atarashi Gakko would be pretty neat. I feel like that concert would be an experience. I do think it's absolutely wild that both Baby Metal and Ado decided to do a tour this year. Like, it's been a year already. It's like both of them coming to the US has been honestly like just it feels fantastic for those who've just been having a rough year. Oh, that one's shiny. I didn't check to see if I had it mark again. I'm also low-key waiting to see what the plan for Scarlet Crimson is today. He has been doing a series of streams, helping his community get Vivian, all the forms of Vivian shiny. So I've been joining in on those. Before last night, of course. Oh, stop using Princess. I'm trying to catch you. I want to find out what form he's going for tonight. see what the vibe is there. Let's see. Does this have a mark? Oh, we have another ad break coming up in about 6 minutes here, 7 minutes here. Nope, no mark. And for some reason the sun is gone, so let me... Uh-oh, there we go. I actually remembered to check that one to see if it had a mark. It doesn't. There's no mark on that shiny. And just to prove that's a shiny. For one, you can tell it's a different color. For two, it sparkles. But no mark, so we're not gonna catch it. It's Friday, so there's another streamer who might be streaming tonight. But he usually starts at 9, so... Okay, I think I know why I have a bit of a problem deciding on what games I want to play for stream. And sticking to a game. I think part of my problem is a lot of the games that I want to get more attention, I think honestly, I'd much rather people to go out and buy and play the game and experience it for themselves. A good example of this, I feel, is The World Ends With You. Like, it's on... I think it's on Switch. I know for a fact it's on Switch. I just don't know if it's on anything else that's recent. It has a mobile port, but I think playing it on the DS is probably the best experience. Good luck finding a copy though on the DS. And there's also experiences like with various ROM hacks, like Super Mario Eclipse. Like, I've heard good things about it, so I want to check it out. But also, like, I'm all about like the experience of games, especially if it's something like, with the part of the fun of it is playing it for the first time and being surprised by what's going on with it. I think Undertale is kind of the same way, just as an example. The thing with Undertale though is everyone's played it. I don't know. I think what I need to do when it comes to streams is just find out what exactly I want to accomplish with streams. What is my reason for streaming? I think part of it honestly is just like vibing with people, because like more often than not, if I'm playing a game for the first time, I don't want to be like, I don't want to have my like, I don't want to be on, you know? I want to be able to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the game for what it is without having to worry about being a personality. I think if I can beat a game quick enough, I'm less likely to run out of steam. And that's why I think randomizers for myself do so well. Also, it's break time, so I'm going to go take that break. Alright, and we're back. Honestly, yeah, I think randomizers are probably like, I mean, like, the way I should go right now. Because, like, I do tend to jive pretty well with those. Because most of the games I randomize, I can get done. And it's interesting enough to me that I would want to sit down and finish them up. And I think doing streams with people as well, like having a co-com or a co-streamer, I do tend to sit down and actually follow through with those streams more often than not. The only reason why Ian and I have not gotten back together for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on a regular basis is because he recently moved. But we're so close. Honestly, I think if we just sat down and focused on it, we could knock it out in a month. A month of streams. So that's 4 days. 4 streams. We take 1 more day to complete the Pokedexes. Focus on that. What I might do is on his next day off, see if he wants to sit down and grind out BBQs. Just off stream. Or if we want to do like a bonus stream of that. Like, I think that might be a good idea. Because I think if we do that, that might help him out a little bit. But I could also see him wanting to keep that to... like, just have that be, like, as part of a weekly stream. I don't know. I'll hit him up and see what he wants to roll with. Like, I think maybe, like, figuring out what his next day off is, seeing if I can convince him to, like, sit down for that day and just mash out BBQs. And also in the same stroke, do the 1 Wo-Chien raid that he needs to do to get the shiny Wo-Chien. I think that would do well, and I think that once we're done with Scarlet Violet, like that would just be it, honestly. We can move on to a different crop game if need be, or we can wait until he gets a more a normal person schedule rather than a retail worker schedule. I'm sorry. I'm thinking a little bit. Like, I do like the idea of doing more streams with people, collaborating with more people. Like, I think I'm kind of like in my collab era, where I want to do streams with people. Like, there are a couple of Pokemon streamers I can probably do a collab with, no problem. Because I'm part of 2 different communities there. But other streamers, like, it's a little bit more difficult, I feel. Because chances are, if I'm watching someone play a game that I like, they probably like other games I'm interested in. And they'd probably be playing some of those games I want to play and haven't played yet, so. As an example, and I forgot the game here, but I know that, T-Swizzle. I've been watching some of his streams lately. Really enjoy the vibes. And there is a game he's gonna play that I'm like, okay, cool. I got like some time to sit down and play this game before you get to it. Forgot what that was. I wonder if he has a list somewhere I can access of the games he plans on playing. Probably does on his Discord server. I think I'm gonna find one more competitive before I do something else. Maybe another Rochian raid. Oh, actually. Okay. I think I'm gonna like promote that actually, because I think that's a rather important thing to do. Tomorrow, I might do. I I think early tomorrow I'm gonna try and get people who don't want to bother with checking out stream. Getting it done for them. But I might stream this as well for people who don't otherwise have a way of getting in touch with me. We're gonna be doing a lot of Wo-Chien raids. I should probably figure out like how long I want to be doing those. And then start stream. Sorry, I'm ending probably at around, I don't know when. 10? 10, let's go with 10. We're looking at like a maximum of probably 8 hours, I'll be honest. Unless I can wake up early tomorrow and get a head start on the day. Maybe I can, who knows. Yeah, it's basically just water now. Yes, I'm gonna have, oh, I should get the thumbnail. Yeah, why don't I just go ahead and do that? Yeah, 724, 25, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. Because I'm literally right here. Playing the game right now. Who's honking at me? Okay, I'm so glad to have the ability to fly. Because Castaroya Lake is going to be atrocious on the Switch 2 to traverse. Like the lake itself, with all the Velours that can spawn in. Now let's do another one of these. Oh, we instantly got like a full roster, okay. Got a Moth, we got an Ape, and we got a Mew. And there's a screenshot. Cool. Hey yo, we got 2 people flexing? Not just me, okay. Grabbing another screenshot because I can. Your nation's doing it on the Iron Moth. her a little bit with her shield. HM monkey? What? Got the now I can terrestrialize. Two of us terrestrialize at the same time. That's beautiful. There we go, quick and easy. There we go. Alright, got the 7 off tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, I think I do want to take tomorrow to try and get as many people as possible to do the Wochian raid. I'll try and do this on a Saturday for each one of those. For each Pokemon I ruin. I think I might start off the stream doing just a bunch of randos. But as people come in wanting to do the raids, I can start joining in with people in chat. Oh my god! Fine, I'll answer this call. Give me a moment. My mom dropped her phone. That's why she thought it was an accident. Alright, okay, it is 6:30, let's see if they're deciding on hunt for tonight. No, not yet. Manga? Honestly, I got nothing else I really want to do. We are at 3.5 hours, so this would actually not be a bad idea, a bad time to stop stream. But do I want to is the question. I mean, on one hand, like, I kinda don't want to. But on the other hand, there's not really much I'm gonna do in Pokemon at the moment. Like, yeah, there are some shiny hunts I could do, but like, eh. There are always shiny hunts I can be doing. I don't know. I don't know. At the very least, I can just... Let me see who's streaming right now. Is there anyone I would want to raid? No one who I watch often, so... Oh my gosh. Okay, what's it? What's going on here? Okay, but what changes are being made to the Twitch monetized streamer agreements? I'm gonna have to find that out. I'm a little bit afraid of what it could be. Not for myself personally, but for other streamers. Because there's currently a big movement right now with I forget. I think it's called Collective Shout or something like that. It's an Australian group. It's been teaming up with people from the U.S. to try and get NSFW, erotic, sex stuff just gone from the internet. And honestly, like, that's bullshit. I'll be honest, that's just massive bullshit. Like, find out where the shit you don't like is at and avoid the hell out of it. Don't banish it. Don't, if it offends you that much, just stay away from it. That's all you gotta do. Don't make other people's lives worse because you are a miserable piece of shit. And that's my stance on that. Like, is it harming you, anyone you know, or anyone else? No. Get over it. Your religion forbids you from it? Okay, cool. It forbids you from it. But if other people are doing it, let them do it. Especially if it's not harming anyone. There's a topic that's bouncing around in my head that I'm just like, nope, we are not talking about this on stream because that's like I'm not opposed to talking about like some controversial things, but there are some things I'm just like, no, this just feels like an entire this feels like it should just outright be a no. And I've heard arguments against my no. I'm just like, well, I know personally where my stance is, but also there are some legal concerns with the thing I'm thinking about. So yeah, we're just not gonna touch it. There is some conversation, like I'm open to most conversations in general when it comes to stream. But I think some people might be a little wary of trying to get those conversations out of me because I have a tendency to not swear a whole lot. But I'm not a stranger to using the word fuck. You can take that as you will. I know that in the past I've shied away from more controversial topics, but like, with the way that things are right now, what is the controversial topic? Bring it on, baby. Liking Nintendo is controversial. saying anything good about Nintendo is controversial. It feels like. Because anytime I say something good about Nintendo, someone has to come and be like, well, no, actually, Nintendo fucking sucks. Because they just do nothing but send cease and desist to every single fan project ever. Which, that's just a blatant lie. They don't. Do they hit some, do they hit big ones? Yeah, because it's kind of, like, legally they kind of have to. They, like, another Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, it kind of makes sense why they send us cease and desist, because not too much longer after that, their Metroid 2 remake came out. From a business standpoint, that makes sense. You can't be... Yeah, no. I mean... Them hitting Vim's there, like, that I don't fully agree with, but again, like, it's just... The way that the legal system is set up, like, they do have to flex that muscle every so often, and... I guess they found out about it. They're like, well, shit, we don't want to do this, but I guess we have to because we know about it now. The Power World thing, that I'm actually like in favor of Nintendo messing around with. Because the developers are kind of scummy. They're scummy in their business practices, I should say. Like, their game... They have a couple games I have issues with. For different reasons. Pocket Paper also made the game Craftopia, which is literally just... at least when Power World came out, it's literally just Power World, but with the animals replaced with pals. Yeah, I know that there have been changes since then, but the designs of the pals are very much like just ripping off. Like, not even in a tasteful manner. Like, it's not even like for parody of Pokemon. It's just ripping off Pokemon designs. And before anyone brings it up, Digimon, that's ripping up Pokemon designs, right? No, that's actually closer to Tamagotchi. Digimon in concept is actually closer to Tamagotchi than it is to Pokemon. But they evolve, so do Tamagotchis. They just do it in low devices like Pokemon art. Yeah, there are Tamagotchis. In fact, the Digivices are closer to Tamagotchis than they are to Pokeballs. Digimon is a ripoff of Tamagotchi, not Pokemon. And to call a ripoff, like, that's still not even like being truthful. Like, that's there's more going on with it, but like it is closer to Tamagotchi than it is to Pokemon. It's called Digimon, yeah, because Japan likes to shorten things. Digital monsters, pocket monsters, they're both monsters. The naming conventions are also different. Most Digimon name with Mon. Pokemon are just portmanteaus. The games are also very different. I'll be honest, I'm just kind of vibing around. I can see if I can find any shiny Pokemon. I don't know why I'm in the mountains. Honestly, I think the only Pokemon I'm missing here in Glaciada Mountain is Snom. And even then, I'm not too certain on that. I think I might actually have a shiny Snom somewhere in the living dex. Yeah, no, like, just going back to my original point, like, and here's the thing, like, the things that like, my stance on, like, what are uncontroversial topics, I don't think is actually controversial. Like we had the internet had an entire conversation, entire selling points, entire debate on sex work being work. But for some reason, the U.S. has a boner of not letting people have a choice of what they do with their bodies. Apparently, some people in Australia too, because again, collective shout, like the people who are getting this whole, like they got Steam to take down a bunch of games, and they've gone after Itch.io now, and I can't believe Steam actually gave into that. Like I figured Steam would be like, nah, fuck off. But when, you know, the credit card companies, the methods of payment are attacking, then I guess that kind of hits a little bit too hard. It's like, what? I don't think Steam honestly had much they could do in that position when, like, credit card companies, money companies were just coming in and saying, yeah, no, we're kind of being strong-armed into doing this because these people kind of really fucking suck. I don't know. I also don't know where this conversation came out of, to be honest. I guess we're just kind of vibing, chilling. I think it's getting to that point where I'm just wandering around doing nothing at this point. I don't really have a goal right now, so I'm just gonna end stream. I will be back tomorrow. We're not gonna talk about some controversial stuff tomorrow. We're just gonna sit down. We're gonna do some Wochian raids, probably for about 8 hours, starting at around 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's what I'm shooting for. So yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Wochian raids all day long, unless I get struck by something else, which might be the case at some point if people stop swinging by. I'm going to promote this on YouTube as well. I'm going to make a little post about it on YouTube. I'm going to talk about it on Bluesky, so if you guys want to, especially on Bluesky, share that message out. Go for it. My username on Bluesky is the same as everywhere else, Kyson141. So with that, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.